Welcome back, my friends. Today I'm going to talk about cryptocurrency. I'm going to share with you my principles when it comes to investing in cryptocurrency. I think this is important for many beginners, so please stay tuned to the end as I impart knowledge. If you're new here to the channel, this channel is about investment and finance. You can support us by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. This is a follow-up video to me calling Bitcoin a zero-sum game. I'll link the video up here for you guys to watch. Okay, so anyone who uses TikTok has probably encountered crypto investment advisors telling you the next 10x, 30x and 100x coins. These videos are recommended by so-called crypto experts by doing 15-second to 1-minute videos. The videos are so short they create excitement and fear of missing out to entice people to join them and evangelize the cryptocurrency that the experts themselves are buying. Okay, so first of all, let me just tell you, cryptocurrency is not a productive asset. Once you understand that, you will realize that the profit comes from somebody else losing, and this is why you need to evangelize and get everyone to FOMO and join in for you to make money. Next, how can you give a concrete explanation on the fundamental thesis of investing in an asset with a 1-minute video? This video will be a one-stop summarized version on how you should properly look at cryptocurrency as an investment and my take on everything. To invest in crypto, you must first understand blockchain. To summarize this, blockchain enables decentralization. But what does this mean exactly? Okay, so how we used to do things is that for any agreements to be formed, there needs to be a third party or a counterparty. If you want to deposit your money or take a loan, you go to the bank to do it. If you want to draft a contract with another person, you go through a lawyer. If you want to buy real estate, you go through an agent. All these middlemen have centralized information kept in one single entity or company, and we are susceptible to counterparty risk, where the entity can abuse or misuse the information or assets. And this is why 2008, banks like Lehman Brothers fell. What blockchain does is that it decentralizes the information into public ledger, and everybody can access these ledgers so that everyone can see what is going on, and hence removing the need to trust a third party or removing counterparty risk. Such technology enables things like smart contract, where you and I can agree on something without going through a third party, because the contract and transaction can be seen by everybody. So these are just some basics of what blockchain and cryptography can do. Then you need to ask yourself, what is driving the prices? What should theoretically drive the price of, say, Ethereum is that there's mass adoption for smart contracts and NFTs, meaning to say that price of Ether should be the demand for Ether to facilitate the transactions. By theory, it should be a healthy and much more linear growth in prices. What the market is currently doing is like it's saying that we buy into a company like Apple, and Apple does not need to produce any iPhone, MacBook. We will just treat it like an empty shell company using its brand. Do you guys see how dangerous this can be? Just between you and I alone is enough. We can sit inside a room and just continuously beat a cryptocurrency in millions of dollars in price, and whoever is unwilling to pay for the next price, that asset will crash. I want to add in two more dangerous things about crypto that I don't see many people talking about, so please stay tuned till the end and bear with me. Number 1. Tulip Mania. When cryptocurrency does not produce anything, it is a zero-sum game. You are taking somebody else's money when you win. The money input is the same as the money output. What makes crypto worse is that there are non-players of the games extracting money out of the pool, such as crypto exchanges and miners. This means that there are more losers than winners because the money input eventually gets lesser than the output. We call this the negative zero-sum game. I've made a full video on this, you can check it up here. This phenomenon is not new. In fact, in the 1600s, what went crazy was tulips in Netherlands. Tulips aren't grown natively there, and somehow those tulips caught viruses and they turn out to be a very rare commodity. And people are just trading tulip futures. The prices of a single tulip at its peak can buy a house. Everybody was talking about it and wants to get rich from it, to the point when the prices reaches an uncomfortable level, there are no next buyers. The prices crash and people who farm tulips are holding worthless assets. Over the years, many similar assets have went through this kind of bubble cycle. It is nothing new. So long as people are using cryptocurrency to speculate, it will be a bubble. Number 2. Tether coins. Tether is a stable coin and it follows the US dollar. 1 Tether equals to 1 US dollar. People use Tether to buy cryptocurrencies. For example, 80% of all Bitcoin purchases are done by Tether as opposed to US dollar, Japanese yen or euro. The big problem with crypto and Tether is that it is largely unregulated. The current market cap of Tether is $60 billion, meaning to say there should be 16 billion of US dollars in Tether's reserves, dollar for dollar, to the amount of Tether issued. If this isn't the case, then a certain percentage of holders of this coin can't actually redeem their money because it is not there. We shall call this unbacked Tethers. So why is it important? Say you want to buy Dogecoin, Ethereum or Cardano, you have to use this Tether to purchase. Majority of these purchases are bought using Tether. Now here is the shady part. Because cryptocurrencies are still largely unregulated, the company that issued Tether coins have opaque accounting practices. setting up their company in tax haven of British Virgin Islands to avoid any regulations and reporting obligation. We really don't know much, but what we do know comes from lawsuits and investigative journalists. So let's quickly talk about their findings. Tether claims that its virtual currency was fully backed by dollars at all times was a lie. Secondly, Tether made 4 statements about the backing of the Tether and about the movement of hundreds of millions of dollars between the two companies to cover up the truth about massive losses. And we finally got a court-mandated disclosure of what is actually in the reserve. And not surprisingly, the money isn't actually there. What we do see is a lot of commercial paper, which is a form of short-term debt, a company-to-company unsecured loan. Every Tether is backed by a giant pile of IOUs to strangers, and that is exactly what you think it is worth. A mere 2.9% of Tether treasury is actually in real dollars held by the bank. So for every $1 Tether, there is 3 cents in real dollars. This is a huge problem because Tether is by far the most traded cryptocurrency in the entire world, much more than any other crypto by a significant margin. What is actually happening? They can be issuing Tether to themselves and driving Bitcoin prices up, and using the same method to drive market down. What made Bitcoin great as a store of value is because of its limited supply and maximum security. It is a disinflationary asset. But when you have worthless unbacked Tether pumping the prices up for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, it becomes dangerous to invest in crypto. So what do? If you are an investor that cares about the fundamentals, I suggest just sitting this one out and wait for more regulations to come in on Tether and other cryptocurrencies. If you are trading the cryptocurrencies, theoretically your goal is to be early to the game and let this unbacked Tether pump up the prices and time your exit, which I don't really advocate, but you do you. For me, the crypto market is unregulated and there seems to be a lot of manipulation. I wouldn't allocate a big percentage of my portfolio in. There are however coins that I believe in, like Bitcoin and Cardano, maybe Ethereum. So here's me sharing the facts. The company is printing its own Tether and this is the biggest fraud. So stop listening to TikTokers who are evangelizing cryptos. They need you to be the next fool for them to make money. For you to win, someone else has to lose. Bitcoin was one of the best solutions against Federal Reserve printing money, and now you have another printing machine in the crypto market, which is inflating Bitcoin's value. So for that, I'm mostly sitting out for now. If you like what I've shared, do remember to click the like button, and if you want to support this channel, subscribing and ringing the notification bell will be a really great help for us to grow this channel. Thank you for staying tuned, and I will see you next week.